Hey, welcome back to English Talking Habit. I'm Mike.
And I'm Lisa. How are you doing today, Mike?
Honestly, a little tired. I had a weird week.
What happened?
So, my cousin called me from another city. She just started a new job, and she was really stressed about it.
Oh, why?
Because she has a new coworker who is really difficult to work with. And she was trying to explain to me in English what this person is like, and she kept saying, he is just bad? He is just difficult? She didn't have the words.
She knew what she wanted to say, but couldn't express it.
Exactly. And I thought, that's such a common problem. You know a person, you understand their personality completely, but describing it in English, totally blank.
That happens to me recently too, actually. I was trying to describe my aunt to a foreign friend, and I just kept saying she is very specific.
Specific.
I meant she has very particular ways of doing things, but I didn't know the right word.
So that's what we're doing today. We're going to talk about personality words, real ones, the kind that come up when you're talking about actual people in your life.
Not textbook words, real words for real people.
Exactly. So let's just talk, like we always do.
Let's go.
Okay, so my cousin's coworker, the difficult one. Let me describe him, and you tell me if you know someone like this.
Okay.
So apparently this guy, every single morning, he comes in and checks everyone's work from the day before. Not to help, just to find mistakes. If there's one tiny error, one small thing, he points it out immediately. He stays late fixing things that don't even need fixing.
Oh, he's a perfectionist.
Yes, that's the word, perfectionist.
Perfectionist. A perfectionist is someone who wants everything to be perfect. Every detail, every small thing has to be exactly right.
And the thing is, it's not always bad, right? Like if you're a surgeon, I want you to be a perfectionist.
Yes, please.
But in a normal office environment, it can make people around you very stressed.
Because nothing is ever good enough for a perfectionist. You finish something and feel proud, and they find 3 things wrong with it.
My cousin said she spent 2 hours on a report, felt really good about it. He read it and came back with 9 corrections.
9?
For a 2-page report, 9 things.
I actually have a perfectionist in my family, too. My older brother. Growing up, he used to redo his homework if his handwriting wasn't neat enough.
Redo the whole thing?
The whole thing. Fresh paper, start again. My mom used to get so frustrated because he'd be up until midnight doing homework that should take 30 minutes.
But I bet his work was always outstanding.
Always. His teachers loved him. His handwriting was like a printed font.
So you can be a perfectionist and it works for you, or you can be a perfectionist and it stresses everyone around you.
Depends on the situation.
Exactly. Now, here's something interesting. My cousin, the one with the perfectionist coworker, she's actually the opposite. She's very easygoing about details.
So they clash.
Completely. She does something, thinks it's fine, moves on. He comes behind her and rewrites everything.
That sounds exhausting for both of them, honestly.
It really is. Okay, so first word, perfectionist. Does anyone in your life come to mind?
I think most people know at least one perfectionist.
I think so too. Okay, Lisa, your turn. Tell me about someone in your life and let's figure out the word together.
Okay. So my aunt, the one I mentioned earlier.
The specific one.
Yes. So here's what she's like. You can never really tell what she's thinking or feeling. She keeps everything inside. She's been married to my uncle for like 25 years, and he still says sometimes, I have no idea what's going on in her head.
She doesn't share much.
Nothing. If something bothers her, she won't say. If she's sad, you won't know. She just processes everything privately.
She's reserved.
Reserved. That's the word I couldn't find.
Reserved. Reserved means you don't share your feelings easily. You're private. You keep your emotions and thoughts mostly to yourself.
And it's not that she's cold. She's actually very caring. She remembers everyone's birthdays. She notices when you're upset, even if you don't say anything.
That's interesting. She notices other people's feelings but doesn't show her own.
Exactly. Very reserved about herself, but very tuned in to others.
I think reserved people are often very deep, actually. They think a lot, they observe a lot, they just don't broadcast it.
My uncle finds it frustrating sometimes. He says talking to her about feelings is like trying to open a locked door.
That's a good way to put it.
But she's been like that her whole life. Her sister, my other aunt, is completely different. Tells you everything, you know exactly what she's thinking the moment she walks in the room.
Neither is wrong, just different.
Completely different personalities in the same family.
Families are so interesting for personality watching. You have the same background, same parents sometimes, and completely different people come out.
So reserved, keeping your feelings and thoughts private. Not cold, just private.
Good word. Okay, I want to talk about someone else now. My roommate from university.
Oh, you mentioned him before, right? The moody one?
Yes. So let me describe him properly. His name was, let's call him Dan.
Okay.
So, Dan was genuinely one of my favorite people. Funny, smart, generous, but living with him was like living with the weather.
What do you mean?
You never knew what you were getting. Some mornings he'd wake up and immediately start making jokes, making breakfast for both of us, playing music. Amazing.
Sounds great.
Other mornings, complete silence. You'd say good morning and he'd just kind of grunt and go to the bathroom. No reason. Nothing bad had happened. Just a different Dan that day.
He was moody.
So moody. Moody means your emotions change often, sometimes without a clear reason. One moment happy, next moment quiet or irritated.
And the hard thing with moody people is you start to wonder, did I do something wrong? Is he upset with me?
I asked Dan that once. I said, "Are you okay? Did I do something?" And he said, No, you're fine. I just feel like this sometimes."
At least he was honest about it.
He was. And once I understood that it was just him, not about me, it was much easier to live with.
That's actually really important. When you understand someone's personality, you stop taking it personally.
Exactly. I'd just give him space on the quiet days and he'd come back around by evening.
My little sister is a little moody. She's 16, so maybe it's the age. But some days she comes home from school and she's sunshine. Other days she walks straight to her room and closes the door.
You just learned the signs, right?
You learn the signs. I bring her chocolate on the closed door days.
Smart sister. So, moody, emotions that shift often, not always with a big reason.
Most people have moody moments. Some people are just more consistently moody than others.
Right. Okay, I want to switch gears a little. Let's talk about someone who is really wonderful to be around. Someone positive.
Oh, good. Yes, let's do that.
Tell me about someone genuinely wonderful in your life.
Okay. My friend Amara.
Tell me about her.
So Amara is just what you see is what you get. There's no performance with her. If she likes you, she tells you. If she doesn't like something, she says so kindly but honestly. If she's happy, you see it. If she's tired, she says, I'm tired.
No games.
0 games. I once asked her, do you like my new haircut? Fully expecting her to just say yes to be nice.
What did she say?
She said, honestly, I preferred the longer hair, but it suits you fine and you seem happy with it, so that's what matters.
Wow.
And I wasn't offended because I knew she meant it kindly. There was no nastiness. She's just real.
She's genuine.
Genuine. Gen-U-N. What you see on the outside matches what's really on the inside.
Genuine people are so rare because we're all trained to be polite and say what people want to hear.
And Amara does it without being rude. That's the art of it. She's honest, but she's also kind, both at the same time.
That's hard to do.
Very hard. My grandfather was also like that. He never said something he didn't mean. If he told you he was proud of you, you knew he meant it completely. It wasn't just words.
That means so much more, right? Because you trust it.
Completely. With some people you hear, I'm proud of you, and you think, are they just saying that? With my grandfather, you never wondered.
Genuine people make you feel safe because you know where you stand with them.
Always, and you never feel confused about what they think of you.
I want to be more genuine, honestly. I catch myself sometimes saying, yeah, that's great, when I don't really think it's great.
We all do that. Social politeness.
True. So genuine, real, honest, no performance. What's inside matches what's outside.
Beautiful word.
Okay, let's talk about overthinking, because I feel like this is very relatable.
Oh, very relatable.
An overthinker is someone who thinks too much about small details. They go over and over something in their mind. They worry about things that might never happen.
My whole family are overthinkers, honestly. It's like a family tradition.
Ha, tell me.
Okay, so my mom, she gets invited somewhere, let's say a family dinner at my aunt's house. Simple, normal dinner.
Okay.
She will spend the whole day thinking, should I bring something? If I bring wine, is that too much? If I don't bring anything, is that rude? What if she serves something I don't like? Should I pretend to eat it? What if I'm the last one there? What if I'm the first one and it's awkward?
For a family dinner.
With people she's known for 30 years. By the time we get there, she's exhausted from all the thinking.
The dinner hasn't even started, and she's already been through every possible scenario.
And 9 times out of 10, everything is completely fine. Normal dinner, nobody noticed anything. All that thinking for nothing.
I do this too. Before any important conversation, I rehearse it in my head like 50 times.
Same. And then the real conversation goes completely differently from how you rehearsed it.
Always. So the rehearsal was pointless.
Completely pointless. But you still do it next time.
That's the overthinker life. You know it doesn't help, but you can't stop.
The mind just goes.
Overthinker thinks too much, analyzes too much, worries about things before they happen.
And usually the thing they worried about never happens the way they imagined.
Never. Okay, what about impatient? Do you know any impatient people?
My dad. Classic example.
Tell me.
So my dad is wonderful, generous, funny, hardworking, but waiting? Impossible for him.
What kind of waiting?
Any kind. We go to a restaurant, and if the food takes more than 10 minutes, he starts looking around for the waiter. At 15 minutes, he's checking his watch. At 20 minutes, he's ready to leave.
Even if the food is coming?
Even if you can literally see the waiter walking toward you with the food, he's still like, finally.
Ha.
Or technology. If a website loads slowly, he starts saying things to the computer, like the computer can hear him and will try harder.
Talking to the computer?
Full conversations. Come on, what is happening? Why is this so slow?
I love that image. Impatient means you want things to happen quickly. Waiting feels very uncomfortable.
And it's funny because my dad is actually incredibly patient with people. With humans, he's very understanding, very kind.
But with situations, waiting in lines, slow service, slow technology.
No patience at all.
That's interesting. Impatient with situations, but patient with people.
Personality is so layered, isn't it?
It really is. You can't just put one label on someone and call it done.
Exactly. My dad is impatient and generous and funny and stubborn all at the same time.
Real people are complicated.
Always. Okay, Mike, tell me about someone resourceful, because I love that word.
Oh, immediately my Uncle Pete. He is legendary in our family for this.
Tell me.
So resourceful means you're good at solving problems with whatever you have available. You don't wait for perfect conditions. You just figure it out.
Okay.
Uncle Pete once fixed our broken fence with things he found in his garage. Old pipes, some wire, a piece of wood from a broken chair. Fence looked better than before.
With stuff from the garage?
He never throws anything away because in his mind, everything is potentially useful. His garage is a disaster to look at, but he knows where everything is.
And he can make anything from it.
Anything. Another time, we were camping. The tent pole broke. Completely snapped. Trip ruined, right?
I would have gone home.
Uncle Pete found 2 sticks from the ground, used the rope from someone's backpack, and made a replacement pole. We slept perfectly that night.
That's amazing. I don't have that brain at all. If something breaks, I immediately think, okay, it's broken, done.
That's the opposite of resourceful.
Yes. Resourceful people see a broken thing and think, okay, what can I do with this?
They see possibilities everywhere. That's the gift.
Resourceful. Good at solving problems. Works with what's available. Doesn't wait for perfect conditions.
Uncle Pete to the core.
Okay, I want to talk about considerate now, because I think this is one of the most underrated personality qualities.
Say more.
Considerate means you think about other people's feelings before you act or speak. You notice how your actions affect others. You adjust.
Give me an example.
So, my neighbor, Mr. Chen, he has a dog. Sweet dog. But this dog used to bark every morning very early, like 6 in the morning sometimes.
Painful.
For the whole street. But here's the thing. Mr. Chen realized it himself. Nobody complained to him. He just noticed that his dog was barking early and thought, this is probably bothering people.
He figured it out without being told.
He started keeping the dog inside until 8. Problem solved. Nobody had to have an awkward conversation.
That's the thing about considerate people. They don't need to be asked. They think about others automatically.
It's like a natural instinct. They're always running this background check. How is this affecting the people around me?
I try to be considerate, but I don't always succeed. Sometimes I'm in my own head and I miss things.
Same. I think most people want to be considerate.
Some are just naturally better at it.
My friend Kenji is very considerate. When we go somewhere to eat as a group, he always asks quietly if anyone has allergies or anything they don't eat before we pick a restaurant.
Before you even get to the restaurant.
Before anyone has to feel awkward or left out, he just handles it quietly in advance.
That's so thoughtful.
That's considerate, thinking ahead about how others will feel.
Considerate. Thinks about other people's feelings. Notices the effect of their actions on others.
Okay, we have two more words, adaptable and determined. Let's do them together.
Okay, adaptable. Adaptable. Can change easily in new situations.
My friend Jorge, I've talked about him before. He moved from a completely different country. New language, new culture, new weather, new food, new everything.
That's so much change at once.
And within a few months, he was completely comfortable, making friends, learning the local phrases, trying new foods, figuring out the public transport.
Some people would really struggle with that.
So many people struggle with much smaller changes. New job, panic. New neighborhood, uncomfortable for months. Jorge moved to a whole new country and adapted faster than some people adapt to a new office.
Adaptable people don't need everything to be familiar and comfortable. They can function in uncertainty.
They actually sometimes enjoy it.
Which amazes me because I am not naturally adaptable. I like my routines. When something changes, I need time.
That's honest. Adaptable, handles change well, comfortable in new situations, adjusts quickly.
And determined. Determined. Does not give up easily.
My favorite example for this is my mom, honestly.
Tell me.
So, my mom grew up without much money. She always wanted to go to university, but she couldn't afford it when she was young. So she worked, got married, had kids.
And?
At 43 years old, she enrolled in university. Part-time, working, raising a family, studying on weekends.
43.
People said, "You're too old. It's too hard. Just enjoy your life. You don't need a degree now."
What did she say?
She didn't argue with anyone. She just kept going. Graduated at 46. She was the oldest in her class at the ceremony.
That's so moving.
I cried. I'm not ashamed to say it. Because determined people don't need everyone to believe in them. They just need to believe in themselves.
Determined. Doesn't stop when things are hard. Keeps going when others would quit.
The most beautiful quality, honestly.
I think determination often comes from having a really strong reason. Your mom had a dream she never let go of.
Exactly. The reason keeps you going when everything else says stop.
Okay, so let's go through all the words one more time before we wrap up.
Let's do it.
Perfectionist. Wants everything to be exactly right.
Reserved. Keeps feelings and thoughts private.
Moody. Emotions that change often.
Genuine. Real. Honest. No performance.
Overthinker. Thinks and worries too much about details.
Impatient. Finds waiting very difficult.
Resourceful. Solves problems with whatever is available.
Considerate. Thinks about how their actions affect others.
Adaptable. Handles change and new situations well.
Determined. Doesn't give up when things get hard.
10 words. 10 real people behind them.
Your cousin, your aunt, your neighbor, your friend, your mom.
Real personalities. Real life.
That's what makes these words stick. They're not just definitions. They're people you know. Actually, before we wrap up, I want to try something.
What?
Think of one person in your life. Anyone. Family, friend, coworker. Just one person.
Okay, I have someone.
Now pick one word from today that describes them. Just one. And say a sentence out loud right now. Not in your head. Out loud.
Like, my brother is a total perfectionist because he once repainted his living room 3 times because the color was slightly off.
Exactly like that. Simple. One word, one reason.
Your turn, listeners. Say it out loud right now. Pause us if you need a second.
If you just did that, that was real English speaking practice. Not reading, not writing, actually speaking.
And it felt natural, right? Because it was about a real person you actually know.
That's the whole point. Real words about real people. That's how language actually sticks.
Okay, our question for today. Leave a comment below. Tell us, which word from today made you think of someone in your life immediately?
Just write, this word reminded me of my blank because blank.
We read every comment. We love hearing your stories.
Thank you so much for listening to English Talking Habit today.
We'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves.
Bye, everyone.